What up? It's your boy DJ PK, and we are back with hopefully the final installment of the Metroid series. I've grinded and I'm all ready to go fight Mother Brain. If it doesn't work, then we're going with the what was it? Alvin at Gowdy Retro Room. You told me what was it? Justin Bailey. We're going that route because I'm not wasting another 20 minutes plus grinding for items. It's not gonna happen. Nope. Anyways, as per request, thank you, Kyle over at Roving Incident. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I think it's Roving Incident. Yeah. Anyways, I thought I would lead with some Bible story. We're going to talk about Daniel today. So, Daniel chapter 6. It seemed good to Darius to appoint 100 satraps over the kingdom, that they would be in charge of the whole kingdom, and over them 3 commissioners, of whom Daniel was one, that these satraps might be accountable to them, and that the king might not suffer loss. Then this Daniel began distinguishing himself among the commissioners and satraps, because he possessed an extraordinary spirit, and the king planned to appoint him over the entire kingdom. Then the commissioners and satraps began trying to find a ground of accusation against Daniel in regard to government affairs. But they could find no ground of accusation or evidence of corruption, inasmuch as he was faithful, and no negligence or corruption was to be found in him. Then these men said, "We will not find any ground of accusation against this Daniel, unless we find it against him with regard to the law of his God." Then these commissioners and satraps came by agreement to the king, and spoke to him as follows: "King Darius, live forever! All the commissioners of the kingdom, the prefects and the satraps, the high officials and the governors have consulted together that the king should establish a statute and enforce an injunction that anyone who makes a petition to any god or man besides you, O king, for 30 days shall be cast into the lion's den. Now, O king, establish the injunction, and sign the document so that it may not be changed, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which may not be revoked." Therefore King Darius signed the document that is in the injunction. Now when Daniel knew that the document was signed, he entered his house. Now in his roof chamber he had windows open toward Jerusalem. And he continued kneeling on his knees 3 times a day, praying and giving thanks before his God, as he had been doing previously. Then these men came by agreement and found Daniel making petition and supplication before his God. Then they approached and spoke before the king about the king's injunction. "Did you not sign an injunction that any man who makes a petition to any god or man besides you, O king, for 30 days is to be cast into the lion's den?" The king replied, "The statement is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which may not be revoked." Then they answered and spoke before the king, "Daniel, who is one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, O king, or to the injunction which you signed, but keeps making his petition 3 times a day." Then as soon as the king heard the statement, he was deeply distressed, and set his mind on delivering Daniel, and even until sunset he kept exerting himself to rescue him. Then these men came by agreement to the king and said to the king, "Recognize, O king, that it is the law of the Medes and Persians, that no injunction or statute which the king establishes may be changed." Then the king gave orders, and Daniel was brought in and cast into the lion's den. The king spoke and said to Daniel, "Your God, whom you constantly serve, will himself deliver you." A stone was brought and laid over the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring, and with the signet rings of his nobles, so that nothing would be changed in regard to Daniel. Then the king went off to his palace and spent the night fasting, and no entertainment was brought before him, and his sleep fled from him. Then the king arose at dawn at the break of day, and went in haste to the lion's den. When he had come near the den to Daniel, he cried out with a troubled voice. The king spoke and said to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you constantly serve, been able to deliver you from the lions? Then Daniel spoke to the king, O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, and they have not harmed me, inasmuch as I was found innocent before him, and also toward you, O king, I have committed no crime. Then the king was very pleased and gave orders for Daniel to be taken up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no injury whatever was found on him, because he had trusted in his God. The king then gave orders, and they brought those men who had maliciously accused Daniel, and they cast them, their children and their wives, into the lion's den. And they had not reached the bottom of the den before the lions overpowered them and crushed all their bones. Then Darius the king wrote to all the people, nations, and men of every language who were living in all the land. May your peace abound. I make a decree that in all the dominion of my kingdom, men are to fear and tremble before the God of Daniel. For he is a living God, and enduring forever, and his kingdom is one which will not be destroyed, and his dominion will be forever. He delivers and rescues and performs signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. Who has also delivered Daniel from the power of the lions? So this Daniel enjoyed success in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. Amen. All right, sorry for that quick reading. It turned out to be much longer than I had anticipated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and transition, and we'll discuss it in further. So many of you are very familiar. Oh, I forgot about this. Ooh. Shuck and jive, baby. Many of you are familiar with the story of Daniel in the lion's den. But I chose to discuss it in this video for a much different reason. So one of my students happens to be Islamic, and she's not Japanese. She lives in Japan, but she's, you know, also studying English. And oh, Aunt Jemima's ghost. Come on, get off me. Ugh. You freaking butternut squashes. Anyways, so as you know, I believe it's like coming up on Ramadan or whatever. She's doing her fasting, you know, and they fast all day, and then go. No, that's not fair. Get out of here. So you know, they're doing their fasting, and not again. Oh, Aunt Jemima's. Ooh. Again, they're, oh, oh no, come on, okay, oh crap, crappins, crapdoodle boppins. So like I said, they're doing their fasting. I'm gonna say it a 10th time. Ooh, okay, oh gosh, oh, and anyways, that, in my ADD mind, that, oh yes, it's still broken, yes. That brought up, you know, the topic of fasting or whatever, and so, you know, Japanese people don't really have a culture of fasting, and so, you know, but, you know, Christians and, you know, Judeo-Christian and Islamic faiths have this, you know, concept of fasting, of course. And so, yarg! Oh. Oh no, please no. Oh, please. Oh, you freaking butthead. No, 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 no! I'm stuck! Okay, now, I'm gonna die. This is gonna make me angry. This is so unfair. Oh no. Come on. Oh, Andrew, mine's good. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is gonna make me so angry. This is gonna make me so super angry. Gosh. That makes me super angry. Okay, screw it. Nope. Nope! Oh, that makes me so mad. I fell off into that pit and you get screwed by it. Alright, nope. Nope! I'm not wasting all that time. We're going Justin Bailey on it. Anyways, so we were talking about fasting, and it brought up the idea of what is. Does this not work on the Japanese? I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. But she doesn't have the ice beam. Oh, this is terrible. This doesn't help at all. Not to mention, I'm in the wrong place. Why does she have the wave beam? Why? Why would you start me off with a wave beam? Why would you do that to anyone? Oh my gosh. Okay, what the crap? Okay, so... Oh, I thought this was gonna be good. It's not good. Justin Bailey sucks, Alvin. This is not beneficial at all. It starts you off with lots of missiles, but my health tanks are empty. So I still have to grind for like 20 minutes for health. This does not help at all. It really doesn't. This does not help. Oh my goodness. At least we get to see Metroid in her Zero suit in the original. But I still don't understand. Oh my gosh. And she's got the I don't even know where I'm at right now. Isn't this a way? I think this is where I need to go, right? Anyways, so we got talking about Daniel. I was really hoping I was gonna beat this round, but it's not gonna happen. It takes way too much time, and I don't have the time to grind for all the items, unless I can somehow miraculously run past all those Metroids, which probably are. It's not gonna happen. I don't even remember how to get to the ice beam. It's not close. I can't remember. Is it in this next area? Is it this way? Yeah, I got it. I don't got a lot of time. See, the beautiful thing about the wave beam, though, is that it really does womp the enemies. So it does make quick work of that. 205, I thought it was supposed to give me like 255 or whatever. Anywho, so I brought up the Daniel fast because I know that the Quran and stuff like that has similar stories to the Bible, though they changed them. But I was surprised in hearing that she did not know who Daniel was, and that, yeah, because she seems pretty devout as a Muslim, but I don't know. I don't know much about her personal life, to be honest, but, anyways, is this to the wave beam or is this to the ice beam? I can't remember. Or is it in here? Probably wasting my time. I'm sure I'm wasting my time. One of these blows up, don't they? I'm gonna lose my mind. There we go. I feel like this leads to one of the power-ups, doesn't it? I have a feeling this leads to the wave beam, which I already freaking have. Anyway, she hadn't heard about it, and so I told her about the story, and, so she then... Come on, have the ice beam. Is this the ice beam? Yes, oh, yes! Anyways, so she then went and, looked it up, tried to find it, and she came back to me yesterday, and she brought up the fact that, oh, so I looked, and it's not in the Quran, but it's basically, it's in some other supplemental book that she never mentioned the name of. But so they have the story. It's just apparently not that important. But anyways, so she was like telling me what she read in the Quran, or the supplemental material about it, and basically with Daniel, and see, this is the problem with you know, the Islamic texts. You know, I'm sorry if this offends you, but it's the truth. The Islamic texts quote like the Bible and stuff like that as source material, and then they completely go around and change it like a lot. And this case in point, with the story of Daniel, they've conflated the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and mixed it in with Daniel. So Daniel was in there with his friends, which we could assume would have been Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because they were all friends together. And also, there was one extra person in the midst, okay? Which, again, is from the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and Nebuchadnezzar. In the furnace, there was an extra man that was not originally thrown in. It was the angel of the Lord, or you know, however you want to interpret that, I guess. Whether it was, you know, an angel or the Spirit of God embodied in an angelic kind of presence or whatever. But that was not the story in Daniel and the Lion's Den. Yes, it is understood that an angel shut the mouths of the lions, but it does not say in the text that when King Darius rolled back the rock or whatever, that gosh darn it. Oh, nope, wrong room. that that there was an angel present. So that's a conflation of two different events. Misrepresented numbers, and that's just, you know, one example of this. I just think it's crazy. It's crazy to have a material that tells you that, like, the Bible is true and reliable, but then they go through and they change it. Like, they change the stories. And Islam came, like, what was it, 400 plus years after the Bible was written? So, I mean, like, that's like taking Harry Potter, okay? And, like, 400 years later, someone's saying, yeah, I like this book. I'm gonna write it again. But, clearly, I'm J.K. Rowling, and, Voldemort wasn't the bad guy. That was Dumbledore, really. Dumbledore was the bad guy. And Harry Potter didn't even stop Dumbledore. I did. I'm going to. Like, it's bonkers. It does not even make sense. Like, the changes do not make sense. I think any rational person would look at the book and say, like, okay, well, like, the original source material that you say is true, like, you're contradicting it 400 years later. So I think rationally it would make sense that the older text would be more reliable, and that we should go off of that. I mean, whether you believe in the Bible or not, you know, you can at least honestly admit that if we're comparing events, that the older text should have more weight than the one that was changed 400 years later, with no evidence that that's true. like honestly, there's none of the old manuscripts agree with the Muslim manuscripts that are much older. So clearly it would have been changed. So that's just one thing that I thought was amazing. Guys, I'm gonna try to make a stab at it, okay? Woo! She has gotta be dizzy. Okay. Oh, Aunt Jemima's. Ooh! Oh! Oh, no, get off me. Please get off me. I have limited health. So you butternut squash. These rings should drop health. They really should. It's not fair that they don't. Oh, Aunt Jemima's. I don't know why I've picked that as a euphemism. Oh my goodness. I got that from a babe. You know. Oh, that means the barriers are gonna be up. Oh, poopins. But yeah, you know, kind of like that. You know, I know he's not the best person to be quoting right now, but Bill Cosby had like a joke about, like, you know, having to censor yourself around children and stuff like that, where you're like, get out of my face. I forget exactly what it was, but it's true. So, you know, you find yourself, like, really censoring yourself around children, which is good. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Oh no! You butthead! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh, you cheap game! You cheap game! Oh, run! Yeah. Come get some. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you game. What the crap? Get off me! That's so unfair. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Oh! I'm playing real sloppy, though. Oh, great. See, this is unfair. The amount of, like, having to, like, blow them off you with a nade is so unfair. Okay, so the first one's down, but the other one's not? Yeah, I'm gonna die before I even get there. Yep. Yep, I'm gonna die before. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Especially the fact that they decided to... Okay, look, I am shooting this barrier. It should have been broken. It should have been broken already. That's bogus. That is bogus. Oh, that makes me so angry. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna just make one insane run at it. There's no way. There's just no way. I think she kind of handles a little differently. I could be wrong, but I feel like she's more floaty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That makes me so angry. It's so unfair that, like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how they honestly expect you to defeat that one part. At least they give you a lot of health, but then they take a lot of it away with these stupid rings that don't drop any health. They really should drop health and missiles. It's stupid. It's not fair. And then they just like spank you to death. Oh gosh. There's no way. There's no way with no health like this. And no missiles either. Yeah, I have very, very little missiles. I probably won't even be able to break through all the barriers. It's so cheap. Why, like, okay, why can't I destroy the guns? It would make more sense if they allowed for that. Not to mention, I try to freeze these rings, but, like, half the time I double shoot them. Okay, look at that. How many times did I shoot this? Okay, see, this has got to be glitched out. Because how many times have I shot this stupid barricade? Yeah, look! Look! I've shot it already! Like, a million times! I only have 46 missiles. This is not happening. You lose so many missiles just trying to blow these barricades up. That's why you have to, like, do this twice. You have to blow the barricades up, and then you can go directly to Mother Brain, and then you can fight her in a fair fight. It's not, as you can see, like, so many... And if you fall over here, you're just done for. Yep, you're just done for. Ugh. Okay, there you have it. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Hopefully next time I can beat it. Oh my gosh. Makes me so irritated. You really, like, you gotta get right, like, up against that wall. And, like, you have to jump up, shoot it a couple times. You gotta shoot all the little bubbles and stuff like that, jump up it. I really got screwed over these past couple of times because I keep on getting bounced over the ledge. And that was my fault. I should have never stood up on the ledge in the first place. I should have stood behind it, but... I know, like, a good technique is, like, to freeze those... If you freeze the little bubbles, then they stop producing them until they disappear. But unfortunately, like, as you could see, I was shooting them... I was only pressing it once, but it was, like, pew pew, like, shooting twice, and it was popping them. Which really makes it impossible to freeze them and get them out of your face. But yeah, so that's why I was just trying to jump up and, but I got bounced over into the lava. If that didn't happen the first time, I probably would have beaten him. I got him really low health, but I got bounced over to the lava and I couldn't get out. Because again, I was trying to freeze those bubbles to platform onto them and jump back over the wall, but I couldn't. Anyways, if you have any requests for any more Bible stories, or any questions about the Bible or theology you might have, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any recommendations, let me know also in the comment section below. And if you like what I do, give me a like, share, subscribe, and as always, love, peace, and Afro Grease, and I'm out of here.